Alright guys, we're back again to begin episode number 3 of Season 11. If you recall from the previous episode, you should remember that we mentioned all the bosses in World 2 and in Dimension 2/4, where we mentioned about Dimension 2's mini-boss and Dimension 4's boss. Well, we're back again to now tackle through all of the bosses in World 3 and in Dimension 3 in pretty much the same way like those last 2 videos that we did. So I think you can already have a good idea of who we're going to face for this video. Well, with that said and done, let's first look at all the bosses and mini-bosses in World 3 before we venture off into Dimension 3. So with that said and done, let's get this episode started. Alright, to begin out the 3rd episode of Season 11, let's head on over to World 3, Fortress of Shadows, Jambastion. It's time to feature all the mini-bosses and bosses in World 3. With that said, let's get to it. Woo-woo! Alright, so this first boss takes place in Gatehouse Road, and as you can see, I brought Flamberge with me, as well as Broom Hatter and Rocky. Now, you did see a bit of Flamberge back in the previous episode when I went through it with Fransica, but now I think it's time to give her the love that she deserves. So let's go ahead and face against this next boss. Let's go! Alright, time for our first boss. Here they are! Dual Defenders! Pon Con, let's go! You guys know what to do! Darn it, I was gonna try to do a move with her. What the heck was that? Okay, at least it did some damage. Ooh! Not bad! Do this. Okay, dodge any move. I may end up killing you later. Bam! Alright, Con took it out. Just Pon left to deal with him here. Rah! There you go! I'll take that macaron gladly, thank you. Let me finish this off with one last attack. Whoop! Rah! Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Are you serious? Thank you! Rah! Bam! Took it out! Bye-bye, suckers! Bye-bye, suckers! Good job! Alright, make them our friends. See? It's not so bad when you put your mind into it. Sure can be a little bit tough at first, but it becomes easier once you get used to it. Alright, with that, after that boss was defeated, onwards now we go to the first mini-boss. So, let's go see who our next one is. Overall, we did very hot on that one. Moving forth! Alright, our first mini-boss now takes place in the Eastern Wall. And of course, this is a rematch with a guy that we have fought twice before, but he's back and ready for more. Who could it be? I think you may already have a good idea of who it is. Let's go meet him. It's Bugzzy! This is the last time we'll meet Bugzzy during this normal story mode playthrough. But this ain't the last time we're gonna see him though. Oh, trust, we will meet him a couple times more in World 4. So nothing big out of the ordinary then. Dodging that. Get out of here! Alright, that takes care of that. So let's now move on to our next boss now. Alright, this next boss takes place in, of course, the Longview Corridor. And as you can see, I brought in Sir Kibble with me, and I also brought in Dark Meta Knight and Gooey. You're actually going to see Dark Meta Knight twice in story mode, as I'm going to use him again for another boss. But you'll soon see. But anyways, let's get into the third boss. Let's go. It's time. Alright, here she is. It's time. Bonjour. That's how we greet people on my planet. I am Fransica, one of the 3 generals of magic. Together, we command the Fortress of Shadows, known as Jambastion. We wish to assemble the dark Jamba heart pieces that were scattered across the universe. Once we do, our most twisted of visions will finally be untwisted, unthawed, unfurled. But I do not wish to waste my time with pointless chatter, so I won't. Just know that should you attempt to oppose us, I'll have no choice but to put you on frozen ice forever. We'll see about that. Frozen General! Fransica! Let's go, team! You know what to do! Darn it, got hit. No big deal. Whoop! And by the way, just so you know, I gave Dark Meta Knight and me the Lizard element. I gave Sir Kibble back there the Sizzle element. So just to let you know. Whoa! Nice word, Dark Meta Knight. Dodging that. Thank you, we'll take that gladly. How did I get all over here? Whoop! Alright, we almost got her. I'm dodging that. Gotcha! Bye-bye, Fransica. Good work, guys. That takes care of yet another boss. Alright, 3 bosses down, a few more to go. Onwards to the next boss. Okay, this next mini-boss takes place in the Western Outer Wall. Let's go see who this next mini-boss is, shall we? I ought to say we should. Alright. It's Vividria! Of course, we have met her before in the last 2 worlds, but she's back for more. Gosh, dang it. I need to do that. Of course, dodging that. Got her! Bam! Alright, that takes care of yet another mini-boss. So onwards we go to the next boss. This next boss takes place in Inner Sanctum, and as you can see, I brought in Marks, Beedly, and I also brought in Fransica again, just because why the heck not? And I changed her color palette to a green color scheme because I think this looked good. So, what do you say we go ahead and move on to the next boss, shall we? This should be pretty interesting. If I do say so myself. Let's go! Hey, you! Stop the little pink thing! Yep, it's her now. Yes, you! I have a burning question for you. You're the one who was so rude to sweet Fransica, aren't you? Don't you dare try to deny it! Dude, Fransica's right there, dude! What are you talking about? Fiend, coward. I swear if you harmed a single blue hair on her perfect head, you'll burn for it! Jam blasted! I will never ever forgive you! Now you must face Flamberge. That's me! for what you've done. I will scorch you to such a degree that even tasty, toasty marshmallows will seem like ice cubes compared to you. Let's go, team! You know what to do! Blazing General! Flamberge! This should be a pretty interesting experience for Fransica here. Plus, she's got her entire crew with her, too, so... I have no idea what happened now. How did I survive that? Wait a minute. Front. Jeez! I'm taking way too much damage. That's not supposed to happen. Oh no, he got marks. She got marks back there. Dodging all that, or not. What the heck was that supposed to be? Go at her! I'll shoot this move. Get at her! Nice job, guys. Good job. Alright, not bad, not bad. I will take that victory gladly. It took a little bit too much damage, but still. Another successful boss defeat. Alright, now into the first two secret levels. Let's see what the mini-bosses there are. Alright, this next mini-boss takes place in World 3's first secret level, Sector A. Let's go ahead and face against him now. Sector A's mini-boss, here I come. Of course, we have to defeat all these guys. Alright, mini-boss, come here. It's Mr. Frosty! Again. Get out of here! Brah! Alright, that takes care of that. So onwards, of course, to the next boss. Alright, onwards to the next mini-boss, which takes place in World 3's second secret level. Sector B. Let's go ahead and get right up to it. Of course, first we gotta deal with a lot of these Rockies. Alright, mini-boss coming up. It's Chef Kawasaki again. Almost got him. Alright, there you go. That takes care of yet another mini-boss. So onwards we go to the next boss. Alright, the final boss in World 3 takes place in Heavenly Hall. And of course, as you can see, I brought in DeRoach, Rick, and of course, Wester with me. Now, besides seeing Dark Knight twice in Story Mode, you're also going to see DeRoach and Marks twice, since I'm also going to use them in another level as well. But you'll soon see when that episode comes out. But in any case, let's get back to this. Alright. Here it is. Here we go. Partizanne. I am Partizanne, the eldest of the 3 generals of magic. At first I thought you to be just a symptom with a knack for annoyance. Now it is clear that you are an interfering interloper. But I am afraid your unwanted wanderings end here. By the will of our beloved League Lord Highness, a Fidget of Doom, I shall destroy you here and now. Let's go, team! Lightning General! Partizanne! Let's go! I'm getting that ability back, thank you. By the way, just to let y'all know, I gave Wester the Bluster element, and I gave myself the Blizzard element. Alright, so far so good. Go for it, team! Do the damage! Dodging that, thank you. Oh, they're going in on that! Alright, dodging that, thank you. Careful, careful! We almost got her. Bam! Nice job, guys. You know that, Partizanne. Alright, takes care of that. There's still one more mini-boss to face against now before we grab World 3 up. One more mini-boss before we head on over to Dimension 3. Ugh, I'm blasted. But how could there be such opposition on a measly and remote planet like this? Well, it matters not. This Jambastion piece is already within my grasp. Listen here, you tiny ball of puffy pink mischief. For all I care, you and this Jambastion can rot in ruin forever. Jamba-bye! Alright, let's go see who our last mini-boss is. Alright, this last and final mini-boss takes place in World 3's last secret level, Sector C. And as you can see, I brought my Bluster Hammer with me, just because. So, time to encounter our last mini-boss. Of course, we got first a load of these guys to deal with. Mini-boss coming up. It's Vividria again. We just met her earlier, but she's back. Again. Rah! There we go. Rah! There we go. Took it out. Alright, that takes care of all of World 3's mini-bosses and bosses. So onwards we go to Dimension 3 in Heroes of Another Dimension. Let's go check out what the mini-bosses and bosses are in that dimension. Alright guys, we're here in Heroes of Another Dimension right now, and it's time to tackle the final 2 bosses to wrap this episode up. Of course, I think you may already have a good idea of who we're going to face against next. So let's face against this dimension's mini-boss. Of course, Dimension 3's mini-boss, with, of course, my boy, the Roach. Which, this is the only way we can tackle this Miniboss in particular. So let's go. Get rid of all them suckers. Look at that guy. Look at this guy. Let me actually put this key on the side. I don't think we necessarily need it. Look at these guys. Anyone else coming up? It's Dark Bonkers! He's back and ready for more. Get rid of this guy. Get him right here. Okay, we'll try him. We'll try him. Ooh, that was a very, very, very tight squeeze. Yeah, he's gone. Bye-bye! And hurrah! Alright, that takes care of Dimension 3's mini-boss. So onwards we go now to the final boss. Alright guys, time to encounter the final boss of Dimension 3 to wrap this episode up. And of course, we're here in Dimension 3's final door to enter the final boss. Of course, I got my boys Marks, Meta Knight, and Magolor with me for this final battle. Marks has the spark, the spark element. Meta Knight, of course, has the blizzard, the sizzle element, and I have the bluster hammer. So let's go ahead and face against this last and final boss. Who could it be? We'll find out and see. Yep, it's him again. Otherworldly Frostblade. Parallel Meta Knight, let's go! It's him yet again. Let's go, guys. Too bad we're strong, though. Meta Knight got this, though. Same for the rest of the crew, too. What the heck? I'm getting that ability back, thank you. Boom! Nice work, guys. Oh, he's mad now. Ooh! Oh, shoot. Save him, Kirby! Thank you. You saved the boy, Meta Knight. They're going in on Parallel Meta Knight. Jesus! Let's go, guys. Nice thingy, Magolor. Oh, he almost got me there. Bam! Bye-bye, sucker boy. Goodbye. Alright, takes care of Parallel Meta Knight. Good job, guys. We didn't take that much damage, so we're good to go on that one. Alright, guys, that finally covers it. Every single boss in this dimension completed. Not bad at all. I may have screwed up a couple times during that, but, you know, what could you expect in a game like this? Alright, that's all the bosses have to mention. So if you'll excuse me, let me cut this. Alright guys, that covers it for every single boss in World 3 and Dimension 3 that I have to mention. I will admit it was a bit lengthy, but it was worth it to mention all these bosses in this video. But of course, there are still a few more that we have not covered yet. So those will be covered in the next 2 episodes. And then the next 5 after that will mention all the bosses and guest star heroes. But that's until later. But anyway, there are a couple things that I want to actually mention before I wrap this episode up. The intro that you saw at the beginning, that is a spoof off of the intro in Snapped ID. And, it's not exactly an exact match to it, but it just basically used different clips that I saw from different cartoons and such like that. And, you know, different games that I played and all that jazz. And just slap them all into one intro. I will admit it was not easy making this intro because it took a little bit of time to think about it, but that was only just the shortened version of this final intro. I will try to see if I can get the final adjustments ready so I can finish the final intro, but that is just the short version of the final intro, okay? I will make the final one eventually, but I haven't decided yet of when I'm going to release it, so you may have to wait and see. But in any case of that, another thing that I want to note too is, I actually forgot to mention this in some of my other episodes, but I made 12 new playlists on my channel that will showcase every single video that I've made in all 12 months since I was here. This means you can check out all the videos that I made from January to December in 12 different playlists, each signified by the month name, as well as the letter next to them that will show you what, how each one goes in which order it is. So, if you want to check out any of my older videos, you can take a look at those playlists if you want to. Or, if you want to get fancy, you can check out down in the comments section for a little comment that I suggested, where it will mention all the videos that I've made during those months, including the ones that I'm making right now. Now, keep in mind, as soon as I make a new episode or a few of them, I will get them into that playlist. But it depends on how the rest of the videos go. But, nonetheless, I think this is a good stop to wrap up this episode, so I do hope you guys enjoy episode 3 of Season 11. And when we come back, we'll get into the bosses in Far-Flung Starlight Heroes, as well as the bosses in Dimension 4/2. So, until next time, guys, we'll see you next time when I come back for the next episode, as I always do. And until next time, guys, I'll meet you later. Till next time, guys, bye.